me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller brothers, yeah, we screamin' lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. Thank you for tuning in to the Roxamore Sports Network for the basketball division's game here, as we have the 8-2 Woodland Hills Wolverines taking on the 9-2 Shaler Titans in Section 2 action. My name is Michael Costa. Joining me eventually will be Leon Roxamore as we come here with a pivotal Section 2 early game here in the season. Both teams tied for first place as Woodland Hills defeated the Armstrong Riverhawks on Tuesday, and Shaler defeated the Plum Mustangs also on Tuesday. It may only be the second game in the section, but you never know. That game might come back to haunt you later in the season, so it's better to build that lead up early. As a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner has been performed. As both teams are getting their starting lineups introduced, we will go over the starters for you. For Woodland Hills, the normal five: Scoop Smith at point guard, Chaz Cobbs at the other guard, Chenier Pinckney in a hybrid forward and guard role, Cruz McMillan holding it down underneath the basket, and Cam Walter, the other shooting guard. For the Shaler Titans, you're going to recognize a lot of these names as they played football against the Wolverines as well. Guard, number 2, Keegan Smetanka. Number 11, guard, Sam Himrod. Number 13, another guard, Caden Orga. Another guard / forward, number 20, Joey Miller. And a forward, number 32, Brandon London. Now we mentioned those names, Smetanka, Orga, London. All three of them played a huge role in that game against Woodland Hills at the Wolverina. As a matter of fact, the first time Shaler has ever beaten Woodland Hills in football. Smetanka threw touchdowns to Brandon London, and not in the starting lineup tonight, but Joey DiSabato, and Caden Orga picked off Cam Walter in the dying seconds to give the Titans a chance to take the lead. So a lot of these players are ready for revenge on their mind. Can't get it next year until the return matchup that will be here at Shaler way down the line, but they can get some sort of revenge here tonight. So the nice thing is, though, they may not know it on the hardwood, but they know some of the tendencies on the gridiron. So Woodland Hills and Shaler know each other very well in this matchup, and the return matchup in this section contest will be on Tuesday, January 31st at 7:30 at Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills rocking their gray, beautiful cursive Woodland Hills jerseys tonight. Shaler in the white with blue outline with a red trim. Brandon London versus Cruz McMillan. Cruz was a defensive end for the Wolverines. London a tight end. Second time they've lined up against each other. Ball is up. We are underway from Shaler. Jim A. Titans win almost one possession. Chaz Cobbs brings it up for the Wolverines. Chenier Pinckney drives, top of the key. Kicks it out to Cam Walter. Chaz Cobbs cannot find a way through. Tries another end.
Oh, we got
brings
that.
it back.
We got
Reset
that.
at top for Scoop Smith.
Look like an and one showcase right now, all that dribbling.
So far, both teams. Shaler in a 2-3 zone here with a little man-to-man sprinkled in. Chenier Pinckney, mid-range jumper. Too strong, no good. Rebound by Smetanka. Smetanka kicks it over to Himrod. Back up to Orga. Find anything? Titans driving. Solid defense by the Wolverines here in their typical man-to-man. And they will press you. Long three by Smetanka. Back rim, no good. Ball underneath the basket. Cruz McMillan with the block right into the hands of Scoop Smith.
Uh-oh.
And he's a little slow to get up.
He spun around a little bit, and he gets up. I don't know.
That foul goes on Joey Miller of the Titans. So one thing head coach Eugene Wilson told us earlier, game against Gateway, in the dying seconds, Scoop fell on his arm, and it looked bad. His arm was dangling. Talked to him a couple days later. He said, man, Scoop just likes the attention. He's fine.
That's one way of looking at it.
I'll tell you what, he's getting the attention of some colleges, too, already before even putting a uniform on for the Wolverines, as Sam Himrod takes the charge from Chenier Pinckney. But before Scoop Smith even put a Woodland Hills uniform on, already had a Division I offer from Stony Brook. So colleges are looking out for him, and he's going to make sure you notice him. London guarded by McMillan, kicking it back to Smetanka, guarded by his counterpart, Chaz Cobbs.
You know, that's another great contributor for Woodland Hills. It's Chaz Cobbs. Chaz Cobbs, he came on even as in his freshman year. He did great, dominating, penetrating the defense, all the above, penetrating. He's a great player. People may may sometimes think about his size and his height, but this kid is quick. He's slick, and he's the real deal.
Absolutely, Chaz Cobbs definitely one of the leaders. As Scoop Smith misses layup, Cruz McMillan underneath, can't get the layup to go. I'll tell you, against Shady Stat Academy, Chaz Cobbs had 40 points.
Wow.
The next game when they came back against Armstrong, I'll tell you what, as Brandon London can't get that layup to go, but Chaz Cobbs, during warm-ups, like before the JV game, which is shooting around, had big sunglasses on as Cam Walter hits the floater, but Chaz Cobbs had big sunglasses on, a giant chain. He was the coolest dude in the world that day. After dropping 40, you can look cool as you want. Pair of 11s guarding each other. Ball is last touched by Chenier Pinckney of the Wolverines. Shaler keeps possession. 2-0 Woodland Hills here with 5:38 to go here in the first quarter.
It's very loud and very loud here now. The girls played, and they smoked Newcastle, and now that the boys is playing, we got like a full house here.
Brandon London backs his way in, can't get it, gets his own rebound, powers through again, and he banks it to tie the game here at 2.
Big man.
Yeah, had a beautiful touchdown against the Wolverines on a 4th down. Ball tipped in the air, came down with it to give the Titans an early lead. So you see the big man's got some hands too. Cam Walter can't find anything, goes to Scoop, drives, kicks it out to Cruz McMillan. He can shoot, shows it right there with the 3.
From downtown.
As our colleague Craig Toms would say, a missile there by the Cruz missile.
It's a great shot by the young man there, absolutely. Oh, he muscles it in. Oh, okay. Big man, that's Larry Bird. That's the new Larry Bird. We're going to nickname him Larry Bird for the rest of this broadcast. That's Larry Bird. That boy got moves.
Speaking of moves, Cam Walter brings it back out to Chaz Cobbs. Kicks it back up top to Cruz McMillan, one of the most improved players on this Wolverines team from last year. Cos finds Chenier, drives underneath, kicks it out to Cam Walter. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Cruz again with the three. In and out, no good. Tell you what, Cruz McMillan's feeling it tonight.
Air ball. Uh-oh.
Scoop Smith with the deep three.
Oh.
The rim no good. London pulls the rebound down for the Titans.
So there we go. We just seen both ends of the court suffer from the Steph Curry disease. Everybody trying to shoot 30 yards away.
Hey, that's the way the NBA's going. Why not high school basketball? Get some scores up in the 100 like we saw with Thomas Jefferson earlier this week. Granted, it took 3 overtimes to get there, but we got 100 nonetheless. And a blocking foul on the Wolverines. Or correction, on the Titans. Checking in for Shaler is TJ Bells, number 4, and number 25, Julian Visaka. And that foul went on Brandon London, his first, team second.
Mike, look at this audience here. The girls were winning by 60 points, and they ain't have 10% of this kind of support. The boys playing, they got a packed, sold-out house. My goodness gracious. Look at this.
Cruz McMillan gets it underneath. Shot up, no good. Trying to get his own rebound. London pulls it down. That's what happens with a lot of these boys-girls doubleheader. And over and back.
Ooh.
Not a smart play there by the Titans. But 6 o'clock, it's kind of tough to get here early. You know, I might get here early, but I'm a little different. I just love high school basketball, so I can't get enough of it. But tough to get here. And Shaler, actually, it's not a negative thing, but they only have one side open.
Right.
So they have a few fans down here, but like the Woodland Hills cheerleaders are to our left. And a beautiful, smart play there by Scoop Smith to bank it off London's knee. And we had our 9th grade coaches tell us that Scoop Smith has one of the smartest basketball IQs out there. He is only a freshman, already took over the point guard spot from Chaz Cobbs from last year, as Cobbs shoots a 3 off the rim, no good. TJ Bells guarded by Chenier Pinckney. Wolverines in their suffocating man-to-man defense that they are known for. Talking to Eugene Wilson last night, I told him, I love the way your team plays defense, and he says he's so happy that the team's bought in as a 3 is hit there by Joey Miller. And we talk about the atmosphere. Some of Shaler's pep band is here, and we got drum in the corner of the baseline. So look for a tremendous atmosphere here tonight. Chaz Cobbs up top being guarded by London. Mismatch as the Wolverines can take advantage of it. They do. As that foul will be a charge on Chaz Cobbs there. That will be his first of the evening. As Keegan Smetanka, the number 2 for the Titans, checks back in. 2 fouls on the Wolverines, 2 fouls on the Titans. 1:56 here to go in the first quarter in this Section 2 showdown. Smetanka guarded by Cobbs. Tries to get it. Matchup of the night so far, London versus McMillan. Cruz almost wins this one, can't get it. Kicks it out to Visaka. In and out, no good. Chaz Cobbs climbs the ladder and gets it. Scoop Smith drives, ball handles. Wonderful job. Kicks it to Cam Walter. Fakes the shot. Can't find anything. Goes to Chaz Cobbs. Cobbs, nothing. Goes to Cruz. Open 3. Doesn't take it. Cruz drives. Basket. No good. But a late foul called there on TJ Bells. Head coach Rob Niederberger does not like that call. But Cruz McMillan to the charity stripe for 2. Very late call there.
So far, this kid has shown that he can shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. His sophomore year during the COVID year, that crazy year where Woodland Hills got shut down 4 times, that's when he made his debut. Even back then, He's shooting long threes, making them. Last year was really the first time as he makes both free throws to tie the game at 7. But he has the ability to shoot. He's showing it today, and I like that he has not only the ability, but the desire to shoot as well. As Smetanka banks it off, no good. Cam Walter skies for the rebound. He brings it up, shows a little bit of handles there. Goes to his buddy Scoop. Scoop drives. Foul line jumper, no good. London pulls down another rebound with 55 seconds to go here in the first half. Score tied at 2. Cruz McMillan and Cam Walter doing all the scoring so far for the Wolverines. Quarterback on quarterback action here. Cam Walter gets faked out. Smetanka drives, kicks it up. London shoots the 3. He says, Cruz, you're not the only big man who's going to take some threes tonight.
Wow, you see Scoop. Scoop is very fast.
Yeah, Scoop is phenomenally fast.
He's super fast. Seems like he got down the court in like 3 steps.
Sullivan Scott sends it over to TJ Bells, kicks it over to Smetanka, guarded by Scoop. Scoop is actually one of their, if not the best defenders, and if the kid's having a big first half, Eugene Wilson's going to put him on. As Shaler does not get the basket.
Ooh.
Basket was way after that bell went. So your score after 1 quarter of play, the Woodland Hills Wolverines and Shaler Titans tied at 7. And we just want to remind you of some events coming up here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
We have a Night to Remember reboot, number 3, February 19th, 2023 at the Tremaine Center in Monroeville. This is for couples and this is for lovers. If you're in love, this is where you want to be. Remember, it's dressed to impress. So you get this sharp, you get to get dressed up. It's a formal event. You can wear suit, tie, tuxedo. You can go ahead and find that glass slipper that you lost last time. You didn't go. So remember, you want to get your tickets to this event. You can go to Eventbrite to get your tickets, or you can call 412-378-8271. Remember, the tickets are $90 for couple, $50 for singles. This is a night you don't want to miss. Get your tickets today.
Yeah, this is your chance to remix your younger days, try to come back. But before we enter, before that, let's tell you about Season 4 of the Rock Comedy Show, Welcome to the Parkway. Headlined by Howard G. He's been seen on HBO's Def Comedy Jam, The Wire, and BET's Comic Views. Show's hosted by Izzy For Real. January 28, 2023, 30 in advance, 35 at the door. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7:30 at Rocks Landing and Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. VIP packages are available, 412-378-8271, or visit www.rockcomedyshow.com.
It's going to be a good time, Mike, a good
absolutely.
time.
And I just want to, as foul is on here, foul was on number 24 of the Wolverines, Troy Aikens. At the line to shoot 2. That is going to be number 11, Peyton Plans. But while Plans is shooting these free throws, I just want to highlight the number 2 here in tonight's matchup. Not only is it the second matchup in section play, in Section 2, as we've mentioned before, this is the second time a lot of these players have played against each other. But 2 is also a good number for the Wolverines. At all times, they have 2 point guards on the floor in Scoop Smith and Chaz Cobbs. Chaz Cobbs ran the show last year, splitting a little bit of the point duties with Deontay Williams and Amir Brown. And Woodland Hills has 2 head coaches on the staff, as Troy Aiken banks it in to tie the game at 9. Steve Scorpion, the former coach at Franklin Regional, joined the staff this year. So now, Woodland Hills, 2 point guards on the court in Section 2. 2 head coaches on the sidelines as well. 2 is the magic number for the Wolverines this year.
Don't stop there. 2 microphones. 2 commentators.
And I had a line ready to go, but TJ Bells can't make it for the second chance opportunity. Chenier Pinckney, the second Pinckney to play for the Wolverines as the number 2 theme keeps going, misses a shot. Now we're getting a little fast-paced action here as Shaler can't get anything going as they reset. Orga's wide open for the 3, nails it.
Woo! Oh, he
Orga,
drained that. Oh,
wide,
he drained that.
Wide
that was
open.
sweet.
Woodland Hills went for the double team in the middle, couldn't get it, so that left Orga wide open. And he says, you know what, give me that all day. As Shaner Pinckney.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here, ball.
Eugene Wilson doesn't like what he sees, so he calls a timeout with his Wolverines trailing 12-9 of the Shaler Titans. Well, you mentioned the crowd earlier, looking over in the Shaler student section on their jersey night, as we get a little Seven Nation Army played by the pep band.
Yeah, I feel like we're at Jay Leno. I feel like we're on a Tonight Show right now. The Tonight Show, seriously. You know, when let's talk about season 3 and voting for the best comic. Tell us about that, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. Just give me a couple seconds here to bring it up. So, you can vote on your favorite comic of season 3 on the Rock Comedy Show. And the winner the winner and runner-up will be recognized on the season 4 premiere of the Rock Comedy Show. So this isn't just a vote for pride. There's something on the line here.
There usually is. Yes, sir. Here we go.
Smetanka brings it up. Again, guarded by his counterpart, Chaz Cobbs. Wolverines still in their man-to-man defense as Jaden Hill is checked in for the Wolverines. Stolen by the Wolverines. Chaz Cobbs, 2-on-2 with Austin Wells. Stops, jumps, pops, can't get it to go. Underneath, tied up.
Whoa, what happened there?
And possession arrow keeps it with the Wolverines. Jaden Hill, Austin Wells, Chaz Cobbs, Cruz McMillan, Shaner Pinckney on the floor for the Wolverines. They're trying to get something. They only have 5 seconds. Chaz Cobbs tries to drive it. Second time, no good. Kicks it back out to McMillan, and he travels. So that's a turnover there for the Wolverines. Last game against the Armstrong Riverhawks. 5 turnovers the entire game. That is absolutely unheard of in basketball. Counterpart Armstrong had 36. Woodland Hills had 5, plus 31 in the turnover margin for the Wolverines. London, little too strong there as he knocked Shaner Pinckney over. Shaner was able to get his feet set. London runs him over. That's why the foul was called on the big man for the Titans. And that is his second. So now if you're Woodland Hills, you got to realize London has 3 fouls. And they did not take him out as that ball is almost stolen by the Titans. TJ Bells checks back in, and he does take Brandon London out. So a bullet dodge there for the Titans. The way Cruz McMillan's going tonight, making a couple of threes, not being afraid to shoot, he can also take it at London, but they took care of that as they sat the big man down. Shaner Pinckney spins, can't find anything.
Ooh.
Got to find someone to get it out before he gets 3 seconds. Chaz Cobbs fires off the glass. No good, and that is his second charge of the night.
Actually, that was pretty smart on the defense. That was pretty smart. I would honestly say if I was in the same position, I probably would have made that same call.
Absolutely.
I probably would have took a charge. It was a good, smart play. Wasn't bad at all. Even if it didn't look like he charged, you could, like, act it and get an Oscar, and that would have looked like a charge. You know what I mean?
I know. Desmond Corbett, number 23, and Scoop Smith back in for the Wolverines. As Smetanka hits the jumper. 14-9, Titans over the Wolverines. Scoop Smith double team, passes out to Austin Wells. Wells drives.
Whoa.
And another charge.
Another one. Whoa. That's one of those. That's a lot of charges in a few seconds. I get it. I get it. The way he came in, the way he was positioned, smart play.
And there's a travel by Himrod, ball to the Wolverines. Yeah, that last play, Austin Wells came flying in there. So they might be looking for that right now.
I guess it makes you wonder, is that going to be their strategy to win? Every time somebody drives the ball, to stand in front of it and take a charge? That's a lot of sacrifice.
It's a lot of sacrifice, but it can also be a quick way to get some of these tremendous players out.
Yeah.
Scoop Smith runs the show, hands it to Chenier Pinckney. Guarded by Orga. Passes it to Jaden Hill. Number 10 in your program, but wearing number 20 tonight. Scoop Smith open for the three. Cannot hit it. Chenier Pinckney up. Calls bank. Ooh. It's in. 14-11. Wolverines down by 3. And he steps out of bounds there. Julian Viscotta caught it, but his foot was on the line as that pass was high. Great athleticism to get the ball. Unfortunately, his feet did not agree with him. Austin Wells inbounds for the Wolverines. Gets it to Scoop Smith. Calls out a play. They try to double team him, but that means someone's open as Corbett gets stuck right at line, but does a great job to get it out. Down low to Austin Wells, and he's blocked. Ball stays with the Wolverines, but they had a chance for a fast break layup there. Could not take it. Chenier Pinckney kicks it out to Austin Wells. Wells goes back to Scoop, and he does a tremendous job. We mentioned again his basketball IQ. Second time tonight, he's been in danger of going out of bounds, but throws it off a Titan's body.
Coach Gene don't look happy.
He does not look happy as Cruz McMillan and Cam Walter back in. And he was so close to that line for the over and back, but again, realized he was off bounds, throws it off a Titan to reset. Basketball IQ there by Scoop Smith. Jaden Hill kicks it to the top to Cam Walter. Goes to Chenier Pinckney, pushes, free throw jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, gets his own rebound with little help from Cam Walter. Ball goes up and down.
No fouls. Wow. No fouls. Whoa, is that a foul?
That was a foul.
Finally. I was thought we was gonna pop popcorn. Watch him get slaughtered there.
They are letting them play here tonight. As that foul goes on Joey Miller, his second, team fifth. Chenier Pinckney at the line, shooting 2.
Chenier Pinckney on the line.
Brandon London getting ready to check back in for the Titans. Chenier takes his time. First one's up. Swish.
Swish.
Number 32, Brandon London checks back into the game.
Brandon London back in. Woodland Hills counters with Troy Aikens coming in. Woodland Hills going a little deeper into their bench during section play to see what they got. In the JV game on Tuesday, Troy Aikens was incredible. Chenier Pinckney 1 for 1 already. Misses the front one, but Scoop Smith with the rebound. Drives, spins, shoots. It's good. 14-14.
Beautiful. Ooh, swish. Yes, sir. That was a beautiful thing.
He is a freshman. He is going to be fun to watch the next 4 years.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree.
Long three-pointer.
Shoots it up.
Nothing but net.
Another one.
Julian Vizaka with the long three.
Whoa.
Titans get the lead right back. Troy Aikens turns it over.
He steals it. Oh,
that's
they going in. They going in. Oh, yeah.
5-0 run here for the Titans to regain the lead.
And Shaler is pulling away here in this game.
Scoop Smith with the foul. Basket obviously does not count. Good sportsmanship there shown by Brandon London to help scoop up. That call is on Keegan Smetanka, his first, team 6th. 1 away from the bonus for the Wolverines. Scoop Smith at the line, shooting 2. Scoop blocking out all the noise. His first shot's up. Back rim, no good. Chaz Cobbs, Desmond Corbett, return for the Wolverines. Scoop Smith trying to redeem himself at the line. 10 games into his career, and they're already calling him overrated as he makes the second one.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, the Shaler student section chanting overrated.
Now,
Said 10 games into your career, that's pretty good. He says, I'm not overrated. I'm going to miss this layup. But his buddy, Cam Walter, cleans up the mess. 19-17.
Now, as much as I like the support of the school and the students, I sometimes wonder, why do we have that announcement at the beginning of games about conduct and the way that we act and behave during the games, that those kinds of things are going to happen?
I mean, if it's just between the lines and there's nothing once you leave the gym, it's just a little friendly banner as the Wolverines get a friendly bounce to take the ball back down 2 with 2:10 to go. As Joey Miller checks back into the game for the Titans. Cam Walter inbounds, can run if he wants to. Now, Shaler pressing, but a little bit of a soft press.
Ooh.
Chaz Cobbs gets instructions from Eugene Wilson to attack, takes it, drives. That's why you listen to your coach. 19-19, tied game.
I'm telling you, that kid is nothing to play with. Ice Cube made plenty of songs about that. I ain't nothing to play with.
Smetanka long 3, nails it. Second time this quarter that Woodland Hills has tied it, only to let up a long open 3 by the Titans. 22-19 Shaler over the Wolverines. 90 seconds to go here in the first half.
He's getting his Stephen Kerr on.
Nice jumper there by Scoop Smith. His 5th point of the night.
Now, this game just got real interesting in the past few seconds. Shaler got a few turnovers. Then Woodland Hills get a few turnovers. Now we got a 1-point game.
Yeah, two tremendous coach teams here in Rob Niederberger of the Titans and Eugene Wilson of the Wolverines.
Uh-oh.
As possession arrow will keep the ball down here with Shaler. As Austin Wells and Chenier Pinckney check back in for the Wolverines. Sam Hinrod back for the Titans. And we also just want to highlight the job that Rob Niederberger has done here at Shaler. Constant playoff threat every season he's been here. Got our big boy battle again. Cruz McMillan loses this one to Brandon London.
Larry Bird. That boy is nice with it. Woo!
He is. Tremendous tight end, too. Austin Wells drives. Blocked by London. Orga with the layup. It's good. 26-21.
Coast to coast. Coast to coast. Coast to coast. Coast to coast. Uh-oh.
Timeout Titans.
Oh, man.
41.4 to go. Shaler up by 5.
Talk to him, Mike, about the night to remember, because this is a night to remember already as is.
This is a night to remember. And if it's anything like last night's game, we're going to be remembering it for a long time. You'll always remember the Roxamore Ministry events presenting a night to remember, not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3. On Sunday, February 19th, 2023, a Night to Remember reboot. 90 a couple, 50 if you're single, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Giovanni Center at 274 Center Lane, Monroeville, PA. Live band performance and food served by Divine Delectables. For tickets, call 412-378-8271 or go to Eventbrite and search A Night to Remember 3. Shaler backing off the press here. And no shot clock here in the WPIL or Pennsylvania. There should be, but that's a different argument for another day. So the Wolverines can take as much time as they need here. Chaz Cobbs runs the show.
I'm about to say, what is that? That's a kid stomping. That alarmed me there for 2 seconds.
And Scoop Smith airballs that one. 24.9 to go.
Did you say airball?
Put a little too much air under that pass. K. Norga brings it up, guarded by Scoop Smith. 14 to go here in the first half. Smetanka up top. Orga gets it again. Looking to drive. Chaz Cobbs takes his place. Shoot from the middle, makes the layup. 4 seconds to go. Stolen. Orga with the 3. Misses it at the buzzer. Your halftime score, the Shaler Titans 28, the Woodland Hills Wolverines 21. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the final score of the football game these two teams played earlier in the season.
I hear you. I hear you. So we're going to get ready to go to these commercial breaks. Mike, take us home.
So do not go anywhere. We will return with second half action momentarily here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
We specialize in birthday parties, group events, family reunions, field trips. We have laser tag, arcade games, party rooms, inflatables, and we do have a ninja course coming soon. We are the first Black-owned family entertainment center in Pittsburgh. If your child has their birthday party here, we're going to make them feel like they're the only child here in the world. We like to celebrate them. You know, next to Christmas, celebrating your birthday party is the best thing. So we like the kids here to feel special. Outer Limits Adventure Park is located at 4079 William Penn Highway. We are in the heart of Monroeville, located in the same plaza with Big Lots You can find us on our website at outerlimitsadventure.com, and we are on multiple social media pages at Outer Limits Adventure Park. So now that you know about Outer Limits Adventure Park, what are you waiting for? We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network as we see some future Shaler Titans out there providing us entertainment at halftime. The current Shaler Titans lead the Woodland Hills Wolverines 28-21. There's a long shot there by these kids, which is great to see. Almost a great putback. Shot goes up. No good. These kids are just fighting for that basket and a memory they're going to have for a lifetime. Going back, kicks it. Can't find a shot. This is the halftime entertainment we live for, ladies and gentlemen. From the three. Oh, he's so close. Rebound is good off the glass.
It is for the kids, no doubt. It is for the kids, without a doubt.
Teresa Thompson, 6th grade boys Shaler basketball team, providing the entertainment for us this halftime. But after this 3.5 minutes, we're going to get back to the main show as the Wolverines trail the Titans 28-21. And this, trailing at halftime is not something new for the Wolverines. As a matter of fact, against Kiski at Shadyside Academy 8 days ago, 6:30 to go in the game, they were trailing by 15, ended up winning that game by 6. And one of the reasons was Coach Wilson did not take the team to the locker room, granted because it was a smaller gym and probably easier to stay on the bench, but he was coaching his butt off, trying to get his boys back into the game, and they did. That 15-point lead by the Cavaliers erased as the Wolverines ended up winning by 6.
Well, that's a good history lesson there, Mike. I appreciate that.
Same against Franklin Regional as well, a game that was here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Wolverines losing into the third quarter, end up winning the game with a furious fourth quarter comeback.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have some comeback in you in this sport. You can't be defeated even when the cards are stacked against you. You got to keep your momentum. You got to keep your faith, your confidence, all of the above, just to keep yourself moving forward in the right direction in every game.
And both these teams hope to be in the right direction later on in the season as they share Section 2 with each other, along with, and if I'm leaving a team out, I apologize, Fox Chapel, Plum, Shaler, Woodland Hills, Penn Hills.
Yeah.
And Armstrong. I knew I was forgetting one team. It's the team that we had on Tuesday. Forgot about them. But early on in this section, we saw the last time the Wolverines won a section in 2017-18. Wolverines won their home game against Fox Chapel, lost the rematch at Fox Chapel, but they were still able to win the section due to a victory over Penn Hills at the end of the year. So we know how important these early games are.
So my question to you is, in your opinion, who do you have being the biggest contributors on each side of the court? Who would you say it is for Woodland Hills and then for the Titans?
So for the Titans, got to go with the big man, Brandon London. Even though he is in foul trouble, has 6 big points for the Titans, although their leading scorer currently is Joey DiSabato. Might be looking at that wrong, but for the Wolverines, Cruz McMillan started off early, hitting some threes, cooled off a little bit there in the second quarter. But one thing we talk about, Woodland Hills loves to press.
Yeah.
And they tire you out. I said, speaking to Coach Wilson last night, told him your team plays tremendous defense. He says, it's my second year here. I am so glad that they bought in quickly. They are not afraid to play defense and lock you down. And after 24 minutes of that, your legs eventually get tired. Once the legs go, your whole body goes. And you're missing some threes. Wolverines, tremendous endurance for the season. So they are used to this. So do not be surprised if we see a comeback here in the second half.
Well, I was complimenting him on that as well, because most people say when you get a new coach, it usually takes a while for the kids to actually adhere to your program, you know, and to be in his second year and to have the record that he has, I think that's pretty impressive. You know, the coach before him, Coach Virginik, had such a big background and a big reputation. He comes in, and in the first year that his kids played, I think it was probably one of the worst seasons they've ever had.
No, they started off slow, almost made the playoffs. The only reason they didn't make the playoffs because Demetrius Diggs for McKeesport made a buzzer beater against the Wolverines. A win would have taken them to the playoffs in 2020. No, I'm not still salty about that. But speaking of Matt Virginik, fun fact, he's in his first year assistant coach at Carlo, as well as former Wolverine Delrius Robinson. Current Wolverine Scoop Smith kicks it out to Cam Walter, drives in the middle, it's got a lane, can't bank it home. Rebound by London, but he's got to fight to get it off because the Wolverines suffocating defense. Cam Walter unhappy but gets back on defense, looking for his man, and that's Joey Miller. Caden Orga runs the show, guarded by Scoop Smith. London's got it at the top of the key, takes it, drives, can't find anyone. Smetanka, top guarded by Scoop. Scoop just looks intense from up here. You know, he's a flashy offensive player, but he is not afraid to get down and dirty on the defensive end. Orga shoots a three, misses it, no good. Off of somebody, and it stays with the Titans. Cam Walter disagree, but he is not wearing the stripes tonight.
Foot Locker.
So fun fact, Rob Niederberger just called a play out called Newcastle. Maybe showing a little bit of love to the girls' opponent earlier tonight. As that foul is called there. Another late call, but 2 free throws nonetheless coming up for Sam Himrod. And that foul goes on Chenier Pinckney, his second, team first of the half. Himrod, the 6-foot junior guard at the line. First one's up. Couple bounces, but it goes in.
He made it.
29-21. Titans basketball team has officially outscored the football team against Woodland Hills. Himrod's second shot up. Does not prove the cheerleaders right, as they're saying he can't make the shot. He does. Largest lead of the night for the Titans over the Wolverines. Chaz Cobb's got a lane. Jump shot. Stops the run. 30-23. Wolverines down by 7. Sometimes you need a shot like that. Elbow extended just to stop the run. So now the Wolverines know they got confidence, as Orga can't really move. Gets it down to Himrod. Another big boy battle going on at the key. Himrod kicks it out to Smetanka. Goes in against, stolen by Cruz McMillan with help from Scoop Smith. Cruz McMillan takes it, lays it up, no good. Timeout called by Rob Niederberger. Second, 3 remaining, but a great job to keep possession for the Titans.
Tonight's drawing is worth $198 and can be claimed at the concession stand.
And of course, with this timeout, we want to remind you that coming up here, is A Night to Remember reboot number 3. September, I'm thinking we're back in football season. Sunday, February 19th, 2023. Giovanni Center, 275 Center Road, Monroeville, PA. $90 if you're a couple, $50 if you are unloved. Live band performance and food served by Divine Delectables. For tickets, call I am way off right now. For tickets, call 412-378-8271 or go to Eventbrite and search A Night to Remember reboot. Caden Orga brings it up. Caden Orga brings it up again, goes to Brandon London, double teamed by the Wolverines. London spins out, finds an open man. That 3 is up. Himrod with the 3. 10-point lead, Titans over the Wolverines. As Chaz Cobbs brings it up, he had that lane that he had last possession. Can't find anybody. Stolen by Caden Orga. He's used to doing that against the Wolverines. Little miscommunication there by the Titans, as a foul is called on the Wolverines. Believe that will be against Scoop Smith. Correction, that will be against Cruz McMillan, his first, team second. Zaka checks back in for the Titans. K. Norga inbounds it, finds a cutting Himrod. Last 5 points, 35-23. Wolverines down by 12. This is where we talk about having 2 point guards for the Wolverines come in handy. They're able to break the press. Cam Walter fakes the pass to Scoop Smith. Now Scoop does get, kicks it over to Chaz Cobbs, thinks about the 3, doesn't take it. Pick and roll attempt by the Wolverines. Ball is on the ground. Titans get it. Caden Norga runs the show for the Titans with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 35-23, Titans over the Wolverines. Wolverines bench trying to get their defense involved into the game. Caden Norga versus Scoop Smith, the matchup we've seen majority of the night. Himrod at the foul line, can't find anyone, kicks it to Orga. Orga top of the key, cannot get away from Scoop Smith. Drives, kicks it out to Joey Miller. Ball is short. Brandon London powers his way through for a layup. 37-23, Titans over the Wolverines. Cam Walter, a lot of space here. Drives, cannot make the layup. Rebound by the Titans. Wolverines gone cold here with only 2 points in the second half so far. London top of the key, gets a pick. And that's a foul on Brandon London. That's going to be his third of the evening. And a good job by Scoop Smith to get set. The Shaler student section does not like it.
The charging was the tactic of the game, was it not? So, I think it's only smart and right that you try it on the other side of the ball. Now, notice how we went from talking about a 2-point game, 1-point game before the half, and now look at the difference in the score already. That didn't take long.
No, Wolverines have gone cold. Shaler's done a good job of getting some rebounds. But one thing here, Brandon London's still in the game. Now Austin Wells is going to play the main forward position, attack him. Just like Scoop Smith right there, can't get the layup. But if you attack Brandon London with 3 fouls, get him a quick fourth, he's done till the fourth quarter. And you can start working it down low, getting Cruz McMillan back in there. Long 3-point attempt, off the front rim, no good. Cam Walter with the rebound. He runs it. 2-on-3. Cam Walter handles, shoots, misses it, but a great job by Austin Wells. Unfortunately, ball goes out of bounds. TJ Bell's back in.
Now,
Titans.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Would you say right now some of the players from Woodland Hills look like their momentum might be a little shot? Or their motivation, you think they're still holding tight, or what's your thoughts on that?
I think right now they're just trying to do a little too much.
Oh, traveling. No.
It will be a
they
foul.
called a foul.
No basket, so ball will go
underneath. He didn't touch him. He just tied up the ball, and he kept moving with it.
That foul will be on Troy Akins.
Wow.
That will be his second, team third. But you're not going to be able to make up this 14-point deficit with one shot. You got to chip away, chip away, chip away.
Yeah, I agree. 1,000%, I agree.
Smetanka guarded by Chenier Pinckney. Good job by Chenier to make Smetanka kick it back out. Bell's guarded by Walter. Kicks it back to Smetanka. Looked like he was out of bounds there. Eugene Wilson unhappy, but play goes on. Bell's guarded by Walter. Solid defense by the Wolverines.
Very aggressive
London versus
game.
Wells.
Very aggressive. Look at this. Oh, he's
Soccer
wide
for
open.
3, and he nails it.
He nailed it. He nailed that.
The Shaler a very good shooting team.
Yes.
If you get hot, look out.
If you get open, look out even more. You know what I mean?
There's Scoop Smith driving.
Ooh.
Puts on the fancy moves, can't get it, and it gets called for the foul. It's been that type of night, especially this half, for the Wolverines. Scoop Smith makes all the right moves, the spin, the drive, just cannot make the layup. Caden Oregon checks back in for the Titans. Chaz Cobbs back for the Wolverines. Wolverines going to press now. Let's see if their press can get them back into the game and create some turnovers. These big leads in the second half is not foreign to them. They know what they need to do. Orga finds the big man underneath.
Larry Bird. Oh, there he is. Larry Bird.
19-point lead, 42-23. Titans looking to
good
expand
defense.
it. Sloppy by the Wolverines.
Oh, yeah, they
Orga
need a
drives,
timeout.
misses.
If they
right
score,
underneath
they
it.
need a timeout. Yeah.
They do need a timeout,
Yeah.
and he calls it. Eugene Wilson very unhappy. The Shaler Titans fired up with a 21-point lead.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's talk about the season 3 best comic. Mike, lay it on them.
So, season 3 of the Rock Comedy Show may have ended, which, by the way, you can check replays out whenever you want on the YouTube channel Roxamore Sports and Entertainment. But go vote at www.rockcomedyshow.com for your favorite comic of season 3 of said Rock Comedy Show. And the winner and runner-up will be recognized and perform at the open of season 4. Welcome to the Parkway. And that's hosted by Howard G. He's been seen on HBO's Def Comedy Jam, The Wire, and BT's Comic View. And that show is hosted by, is he for real? January 28th, $30 in advance, an extra $5 at the door at Rocks Landing in McKees Rocks. For tickets, visit www.rockcomedyshow.com or call 412-378-8271. And if you're a Wolverine fan, you're going to need some laughs right now as your team down by 21 with 1:49 to go here in this early pivotal Section 2 matchup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, here we go. Let's see if the coach's words were effective in some way. Oh. Pickney's been having an off night today.
Yeah, he has only 3 points tonight for the senior guard.
You know what I would say to a kid like that? Just keep shooting. Yep. Just keep shooting. Be like Dory. Just keep shooting.
Because they're making the right shots, not on that possession, unfortunately. They're just not falling right now.
Yeah, you got to get them to fall. Just keep shooting them. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
The Wolverines need to get a stop here. London's open for the 3. In and out, no good. Chaz Cobbs with the rebound. Fires it up to Cam Walter. Cam, guarded by London. Can't find anything, so he goes back. To Chaz Cobbs. Cam Walter, we know he can shoot. Gets it to Scoop Smith. Cam Walter open for 3. Rainbow off the back rim, no good. Cam has that when he shoots. It looks exactly like a rainbow, but it works for him. There it did not. Chenier Pinckney guarding TJ Bells as he goes to Smetanka. Chaz Cobbs defending the ball here. Keaton Orga guarded by Scoop Smith. Wolverines in their man-to-man defense. Rob Niederberger tells his Titans, hold on to the last shot with a 21-point lead. Why not? Timeout called by head coach Rob Niederberger. Did not like what he saw, so he decided to take the timeout there to reset his Titans. Wolverines down 21. 2 points this quarter for the Wolverines. You know, sometimes that ball just does not want to go into that cylinder, and tonight is one of those nights. 2 timeouts left for the Titans, 3 for the Wolverines. 4 fouls on Woodland Hills, 1 on the Titans. Leading scorer on the floor for the Titans so far is Brandon London with 10. Leading scorer on the floor for the Wolverines is Scoop Smith. And it's been that way since the first half ended. And I like down there, Eugene Wilson is definitely a fiery character. It's one of his positive characteristics because he's so invested into these games. And right there, I saw him be cool and collective. Sometimes you'll need that. And let's see if these Wolverines respond. TJ Bell's inbounds, guarded by Cam Walter. 6-foot junior versus 6'2" freshman. Bells gets it, and it's almost stolen by the Wolverines off their feet. Titans get possession. So the Wolverines have started to get things going in the right direction. Unfortunately, the bounces are not going their way tonight. Bells tries to inbound it. He does. Cruz McMillan now guarding Vizaka. Over and back. Finally, the Wolverine defense pays dividends. 16.5 to go here in the quarter. Can Woodland Hills get a basket before the quarter ends? But before that, Sam Himrod's coming back for the Titans.
Yeah, up by 21 points.
Pinckney inbounds it, gets it to Chaz Cobbs.
Oh!
Orca steals it, drives, no and one, but that will be the third foul on Chaz Cobbs for the evening.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would say, a lot of everything has to do with, just being prepared for the day mentally and physically. And somehow today, it seems as though the Wolverines are not, they're not putting their best foot forward. We've seen their best foot forward before.
No, as a matter of fact, talk about putting your best foot forward. Full line change for the Wolverines. Austin Wells, Jaden Hill, Desmond Corbett, Troy Akins, and Landon Akins, the freshman, come in for the Wolverines. Full line change, and Eugene Wilson's not even going to look at the free throw. He is coaching his boys up.
But I'm a fan of that.
Me too.
Of rotating kids as often as possible. I'm a fan of that.
Landon Akins kick it to Jaden Hill. His shot is good.
Oh, what kind of response is that? What kind of response is that?
Jaden Hill's three reduces the lead to 45 for the Titans, 26 for the Wolverines. Wolverines down 19, but let's see if that three-pointer gets them going. Only their 5th point of the third quarter. The way they started playing the defense here, they can get some shots to drop. Look out.
Here we go.
And also look out for A Night to Remember 3, the reboot. Sunday, February 19th, 2023. $90 for a couple, $50 if you go to bed alone at night. Ravani Center, 275 Center Road, Monroeville, PA. There's a live band performance and food served by Divine Delectables. For tickets, call 412-378-8271 or go to Eventbrite and search A Night to Remember Reboot Part 3.
Mike, this has been an eventful night here today. And we still got is that the new lineup? The new lineup still? The whole team switch out lineup? When in doubt, sometimes you just got to switch it up. So if they have the chemistry, go for it.
Yeah, Chenier Pinckney and Austin Wells and Jaden Hill remain out for the Wolverines. As Cruz McMillan with the block.
So far, since the switch up, we see 1 3, 1 block. 2 positives already. Is Coach Gene on to something? Is he on to something? Oh, the ref gives him a little pep talk. What's that all about?
Caden Origa bounces the ball, guarded by Chaz Cobbs. Ball hits off the back of Cruz.
Ooh, turned his back to him. And the and one.
Brandon London with the and one to get that 20-point lead back. And if I'm not mistaken, that foul's going to be on. Oh, I thought it was on Chaz Cobbs. It is on Cruz McMillan.
It was.
His second. Huge call there by the official.
Yeah, Cruz came from over top from behind him and tried to hit the ball, and it was no tango dinetto. You know what I mean? However, he had his back to him, and he beat him on a roll. So once somebody beats you on a roll, there's not much you can do with that. I'd just let him have the 2 points. Now you're risking giving up 3 because what? He made it. Now he might make it again from the free throw line, and he's a pretty good shooter so far today.
Yeah, 12 big points for London, make it 13. Unlucky for the Wolverines. 22-point lead. Austin Wells has someone open underneath. It was
they
Desmond
pressing.
Corbett, but a good job by Wells to get it.
Up by
Cobbs is
22 and
blocked.
they're pressing.
Going up against the trees, cannot make it. Fights again. Chaz Cobbs with the determination gets the layup in amongst the big trees. 20-point deficit for the Wolverines. Smetanka drives. Corbett with a good defense. London. Backing down. Great job.
He's reaching. Yeah.
Good job on the defensive end by Desmond Corbett
there.
and Chaz Cobbs. First of all, to not get the foul. Second of all, to make the big man tumble, go out of bounds. Wolverines down 20. 7:15 to erase the deficit.
Now, what if? Here's the big what if. Let's go with a big what if. Now, you come up with one, I come up with one. What if this new set of 5 for Woodland Hills comes back and makes this a 5-point game?
If nothing else, it improves your depth. You know you can go to these players in big situations as they're there fighting for it.
They all had to rebound. All the Woodland Hills players were going against each other for the rebound. They all had their hands on it.
And they keep possession, too. Scrappy performance tonight from Desmond Corbett.
All right, so what's your big what if tonight, Mike? What's your big what if tonight?
A big what if is, what if Woodland Hills can come back tonight? What type of message does that send as Chenier Pinckney can't make the shot? But look at that. Chenier Pinckney almost steals the ball away. So though he missed the shot, he comes back and works hard on the defensive end as Scoop Smith and Cam Walter get ready to check in. Chaz Cobbs, 3 fouls, working on Brandon London, who's also got 3 fouls. A little bit of a size mismatch, but sometimes it's about the size of the heart. As there the Wolverines get it. Jaden Hill drives, 4-on-2 if they hurry. Chaz Cobbs back to Jaden Hill, makes the layup. 48-30, Titans over the Wolverines. Jaden Hill providing some strong minutes and points off the bench for the Wolverines tonight.
You know what it is? That guy's just pure hunger. You know, to get in the game and make a splash for himself. He's going to do that, and you can see it right there, real big time in that young man.
And Sam Himrod comes right back and nails a 3.
You gotta be careful leaving them open.
That's been the problem is Chenier Pinckney's open, fakes the shot, fakes out London, drives, no good. He'll go to the line for 2.
If there were stats being produced today for Pinckney, it would be a whole, very low number to a high number, because he's got to be like 2 for like 12 or 13 right about now.
Frustrating night for sure.
Frustrating, yes, sir.
But he's got a chance for 2 big points here.
And that's not a typical game you usually see out of that young man.
Pinckney's first shot.
He gets the free throw. He gets the free throw.
Changes for the Titans. TJ Bell comes in. Returning for the Wolverines, Cam Walter and Scoop Smith. Jaden Hill getting a much-deserved high five from his teammates and coaches. So he may have worked himself into a regular rotation with his performance so far here tonight. Pinckney's shot is good.
Good shot there. Good shot, young man.
So a quick story. So during one of the football games, Jacob Miraz's father, Jacob Miraz is the kicker for the Wolverines, was telling me a story that during the pandemic, he would go and watch Cam and Scoop play basketball. Cam would, as a foul calls here, so lets me get my story in, Cam would guard the point guard so hard that a point guard's almost in tears because Cam is guarding him so hard, and Scoop would just come up from behind him, steal the ball, and get an easy layup. So we see the intensity on defense from Cam Walter as Cade Orgus shoots a 1-and-1 as the Titans are now in the bonus as that last foul went on the Wolverines, Chenier Pinckney. Big foul discrepancy here. Woodland Hills with 7, Shaler with 2. And Oregon makes his first one to increase the lead back to 20. Orgus sitting on 10 points here tonight, make it 11.
He's making his splash here today. Shaler is doing a really nice job here on both sides of the ball.
Chenier Pinckney blocked, and a late foul on Sam Hinrod.
Now, That was questionable.
Yes.
I seen nothing but body space, and I seen nothing but the ball go up, and it looked like he had all ball. And I think because of the dramatics of him falling, gave him that whistle blow there, which I thought was interesting.
Shaner Pinckney back to the line, shooting 2. Shaner Pinckney's 5th free throw of the night. I was thinking it. He was 4 for 4. But one thing about the referees, there have been a lot of late calls tonight. A lot of shots go up, give it 1, 2, then the foul's called. If nothing else, they're consistent, which is what you want to see in your officiating. As Shaner Pinckney misses both free throws. I will never think that he's going to make a free throw ever again because I did the reverse announcer's jinx. Didn't say it, but I was thinking it.
I said that in yesterday's game. I said, I think I jinxed her, and sure enough, I did. Announcer's jinx.
Good job by Cruz McMillan to keep his feet moving and misses the easy bunny. And a foul is called on the Wolverines. We'll see if it's on either Cruz McMillan, and it is. It was either Cruz McMillan or Shaner Pinckney. It is on Cruz McMillan.
Now,
that's his 3rd.
Now, Mike, you won't believe this, but next week, on Monday, will be our first Pittsburgh Public Schools broadcast on the Roxamore Sports Network in the swimming division. Oh, yeah, looking forward to it. And at 4:30, we will be hosting the visual for DeMar Hamlin at Stowe Rocks.
That is incredible.
Yep.
And, of course, we all send our well wishes out to DeMar Hamlin.
Absolutely.
Thank goodness that they took the breathing tube out. He's able to communicate. He FaceTimed with his Bills teammates today.
Absolutely.
So, Patriots, I'm sorry, you're losing by 1 million on Sunday.
Yeah.
Losing by 23 right now are the Wolverines as they get a foul on the Titans. So, Leon, I'm going to be very honest with you. DeMar Hamlin's high school that he went to, I'm not a fan of whatsoever. Do not like their high school whatsoever, and I will keep those reasons to myself. Okay. However, that event with DeMar, it had me defending them. So that's how much of a scary moment that was. And almost a scary moment for the Wolverines as they turn it over on the inbounds, but Chaz Cobbs is able to pass it to Scoop.
He's also he's a product of the Evolve 7-on-7 football team program with Shadow student athletes, led by Vaughn Madden. Yeah, so, I only had to make one phone call. I called Vaughn. I said, Vaughn, is that one of y'all kids? He said, yep, since middle school. I was like, wow.
So fun fact, as that foul goes on Chaz Cobbs, that's going to be his 4th. But when DeMar Hamlin was being recruited out of high school, at the time you weren't able to say the word DeMar Hamlin or else it'd be a recruiting violation. So when he visited Pitt, he went to a basketball game and the zoo had a sign that said, Pitt needs to evolve. So they found a way around it. Now you can say, hey, we want player A, but at the time you couldn't.
Right. Got you. I got you.
Okay, Norg at the line makes his first free throw. Chaz Cobbs with 4 now, and Woodland Hills is going with that full line change again. Jaden Hill, Desmond Corbett, Landon Akins, Troy Akins, and Austin Wells coming in for the Wolverines. With a deficit like this, let's see what you got on the bench. And their bench is -1 player, as Kellen McDonough was on the team, but as you know, he has a full scholarship to Eastern Michigan to play on the offensive line. But unfortunately, coming with that, the coaching staff at Eastern Michigan wanted Kellen McDonough to put on 50 pounds in the offseason. Whether that's muscle or eating a lot of Taco Bell late at night, we don't know what type of 50 pounds it was. But unfortunately, at the request of Eastern Michigan to put on those 50 pounds, Kellen had to stop playing basketball.
Well,
but it did open up a spot for Landon Akins, the freshman guard for the Wolverines, as they were able to elevate him from JV to varsity on game days.
Well, I'll tell you what, I could gain 50 pounds easy from this pizza. This pizza is amazing.
Yeah. Must be nice when they say, hey, you got to gain 50 pounds. I could do that in a week. Then again, I'm also not an 18-year-old athlete. I am an overweight 35-year-old man.
Talking about gaining weight, let's gain some weight with the season 4 opener. Welcome to the Parkway.
Yeah, for the Rock Comedy Show. It's headlined by Howard G. He's been seen on BET's Comic View and HBO's The Wire and Def Comedy Jam. Show's hosted by, wait a second, is he for real? January 28th, $30 in advance, $5 extra if you show up day of the show. Doors open at 6:30, show starts at 7:30. This event takes place at Rock's Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue, McKees Rocks, Pennsylvania. VIP packages are available. For more information, call 412-378-8271 or visit rockcomedyshow.com for even more details. Here. Troy Aikens thought was pushed out of bounds, but a foul called on the Titans, and that goes against Keegan Schmatanka. That's his second of the night, team 5th. Woodland Hills 2 away from entering the bonus. Jaden Hill spins, drives, looking for someone to pass to, can't find it, kicks it out to Landon Aikens. Solid-looking player for the Wolverines. Austin Wells behind his back. Another incredibly improved player from last year. Desmond Corbett drives, makes the layup, 57-34. So that's the one thing. We mentioned this in the last game. On this game, stop, pop, no good. Desmond Corbett fighting for the rebound. It's on the ground. Possession arrow gives it to the Wolverines. If you're Woodland Hills, you're down 23 points right now.
Right.
Game's out of hand. You're not going to win this game. You're going to fall to 8-3, 1-1 in the section. See what you got. Newcastle got to see what they got in our previous game. Let's see what Troy Aikens and Landon Aikens got. As they're going to play more prominent roles next year, as a lot of seniors graduate for the Wolverines, but they also bring back Cam Walter and Scoop Smith from the starting lineup.
Well, partner, I think the fat lady started to warm up her vocals. I think this one might be in the bag. 3 minutes left.
So we'll talk about Landon Aikens here real quick. He got his start because Kellen McDonough left the team to go put on some weight for Eastern Michigan to play Division I football. When Keandre Bowles was a sophomore, he was coming off the bench as a sixth man. Avram Abramovich was told not to play anymore. So Keandre Bowles moves into the starting lineup. 2 years later, he's the leading scorer in the Whitfield. And we're not saying Landon Aikens is going to be the leading scorer in the Whitfield, but it's great to get some experience just like Keandre got a little bit earlier than you expected. 10th foul on the Wolverines. Now Shaler at the line shooting 2 the rest of the night. Keegan Smetanka's first shot is up. Nothing but net. 58-34. Entering for Shaler, 21, Jordan Epps. Number 22, Ty Ritz. Sam Himrod returns. Wolverines still going. For intensive terms, their second line. But we can see Chenier Pinckney and Cruz McMillan going over some strategy on the bench as Schmatanka makes his last shot. And Ty Ritz officially checks in, the 5'10 senior guard for the Titans. High fives all around for Keegan Schmatanka. Troy Atkins running the point guard. Looking for someone to pass to. Drives. Loses handle of it. And almost another turnover for the Wolverines. Complete role reversal from Tuesday against Armstrong. Troy Aikens inbounds the ball for the Wolverines. Kicks it out to Austin Wells. Back to Desmond Corbett to Jaden Hill. Troy Aikens drives. Can't find anybody. Looks for his brother Landon. Landon drives. If nothing else, he gets the foul on Jordan Epps. Wolverines one foul away from entering the bonus. More substitutions. Dom Montoya number 14 and 24, Sean Kavlovich, each enter for the Titans. Both teams emptying their benches. Jaden Hill with the layup, 58-36. Jaden Hill, 5 big points for the Wolverines. Timeout call by Rob Niederberger.
Well,
because these are not the starters for the Wolverines and they're down 23 points, they're still playing hard on defense, which is a sign of a great coach team.
Well, I tell you what, the Titans are making this a night to remember. What other night is it to remember, Mike?
Well, they had a night to remember in the football when these two teams played. It's the first time they ever won. But if you're a little older, it's time to remember this night, a night to remember reboot number 3. Sunday, February 19th, 2023. $90 for a couple, $50 if you're unlucky at the bar and can't bring anybody home. It takes place at Giovanni Center at 275 Center Road, Monroeville, PA. Live band performances and food served by Divine Delectables. For tickets, call 412-378-8271. While you call that number, you can also get rock comedy tickets or visit Eventbrite and search for A Night to Remember 3 Reboot. Titans inbounds the ball. Jordan Epp, the 5'7" freshman guard, getting some varsity experience, and defense there by Akins, Landon, and Troy caused the freshman to turn it over. Wolverines with possession.
Forces it to be out.
Landon Akins with a little space, finds Desmond Corbett, misses it. Austin Wells goes up, he misses it.
Ooh.
It's been that night for the Wolverines.
Yes, it is. 2 for a quarter, and they get nothing.
The effort's been there all night.
Yeah.
And as a traveling is called there, so the Wolverines get the ball back. Sometimes the ball just doesn't fall for you. And tonight it's one of those nights.
It just, sometimes it's, it's that feeling as well. I used to feel like, the teams I played on, we had that same kind of luck when you would play at a gym that had double rims.
Yep.
Like, there's, the way the ball bounces off a double rim, it's just like there's a lot more density there, so the ball bounces, so it never bounces in unless it's an all-net shot, you know what I mean? Just like, it feels horrible at the end of the day.
It's also very tough to win on the road in the WPIL, no matter your opponent. So look for a reversal, per se, as Austin Wells calls bank. 59-38. Wolverines down 23. Stolen by Jaden Hill. He drives. Beautiful move to get around the defender. 59-40. Again, Jaden Hill showing Coach Wilson, hey, I'm not in your starting lineup, but I can be a valuable member off the bench. Look for him to get more playing time after tonight's performance.
Well, I can say, this mix-up here is getting some results. It's getting some results. You can't ignore that. And these kids are hungry. Nobody likes to sit on the bench. And if you got the opportunity to show what you can do, you're going to show it. You're going to show it.
Jordan Epp's shown what he can do at the free throw line. Shooting 2. In his bright safety green shoes. Does not get the roll. Score remains 59-40. Titans over the Wolverines.
I'm just looking at the height comparison here. Compared to all other players, this kid right here is just a, Muggsy Bogues type style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is only a freshman, so eventually he's going to grow.
Oh, yeah.
48 seconds to go here. Safe to say this one is over, barring some sort of Tracy McGrady miracle.
Oh, no, it's over. It's over. You got 48 timeouts, and I still think this will be over.
Like our colleague Max Keever always says, hey, I'm an optimist.
Oh, he left without the ball. Oh. Now, there's an old saying about that. That's how you psych yourself out. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there. That's what we used to say. Absolutely.
Long inbound there for the Titans. Desmond Corbett chasing after the freshman Jordan Epps. Epps drives, stolen almost by Landon Akins. Freshman on freshman violence there.
You know what? Landon Aiken, I thought that name sounded familiar. Now that I'm seeing his face, he was in our junior combine.
He was.
He was in the top tier performance junior combine. And he did really well, too.
And he's not the only Akins on the court right now, as his brother Troy Akins Jr. is out there, and their father, Troy Akins Sr., is an assistant coach for the Wolverines.
He won our one-on-one in football. He won the money.
Landon Akins makes the shot. Makes the score a little bit more respectable. And that's going to just about do it here from Gymnasium A at Shaler High School. Your final score, the Shaler Titans 59, Woodland Hills Wolverines 42. Shaler Titans improved to 10-2, 2-0 in the section. Woodland Hills Wolverines fall to 8-3, 1-1 in the section. These teams will have the return match January 31st at Woodland Hills. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing here tonight. As Leon mentioned, on Monday, we're having our first Pittsburgh Public Schools swimming event. So make sure you check us out on all platforms. My name is Michael Costa for Leon Roxamore. Thank you so much for your viewing tonight. Once again, final score, Shaler Titans 49, Woodland Hills Wolverines 42. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you on Monday for some Pittsburgh Public Schools swimming.